Good morning and welcome back to my channel. Now today's class is a really nice yin yoga wake up class, which is ideal if you want to start the day nice and slow but leave the mat relaxed but a bit more energized. Now you will need either a mat, blocks or a pillow. And it doesn't really matter which one of these you have because all of them will be we will be able to use. So I'd say roll out your mat and let's get started. We're gonna start the first pose down and towards the back, and I'm gonna be grabbing my blocks. But if you only have your mat, you can roll up your mat really nice and thick, and then you can place the mat kind of until the lower back over the length of the spine, and if you only have like a pillow, you can place the pillow over the length of the spine. You just want to have the option to have the chest slightly elevated. So if you're practicing with blocks, you can have the first block like in the length of the spine underneath the shoulder blades, and the second block can be a pillow for your head. Now if you only have the mat, I hope it's long enough to rest your head upon. Otherwise you might like to grab a couch cushion or anything just to bring the head on towards the cushion. Now here you can stay with the feet wide, knees together, or maybe you want to start the class in your Shavasana. I really like to have the feet wide, knees together, but both options are perfectly fine. See if you can relax yourself down on the mat here. And find a little opening into the chest. Starting the class, starting the day with an open heart. Allowing your body to relax down. And sending your breath deep down into the lower belly. We're about halfway through the pose. Staying here for 5 more deep breaths. And then on your next exhale, you can slowly make your way up on towards the forearms to then make your way all the way up. And move your props to the side. We're going to make our way back down on towards the spine. And just take a moment here to rebound. See how it feels now the pressure of the blocks is removed. And then slowly bringing the knees in towards the chest, giving yourself a big hug. Maybe you'd like to roll a little side to side. Then we're going to take the left knee in towards the chest, the right leg extends out. And then we're going to bring the left knee all the way over towards the right. And then maybe if it's more comfortable for you, you can bring a block or a pillow underneath the right knee. Left hand can either extend fully out or come into 90-degree bend. Rolling on towards the left ear if that feels comfortable for you. Otherwise, your head can always just stay facing the center. Again, finding your deep breath here. And we're about halfway through the pose. So if there's anything you feel like adjusting, then please feel free to do so now. And then we're staying for about 5 more deep breaths in this pose. on your next exhale, you can make your way to center, taking a moment here, supine. Feeling the difference between left and right. And then we're going to take both knees in towards the chest. This time, left leg extends out, right knee comes in, and we'll be bringing the right knee all the way towards the left. And then the right hand can extend out or come into your 90-degree. See how you can make this pose comfortable for you. Maybe you want to stack up a block underneath the knee or pillow. Maybe you want to keep the head to center or on towards the right ear. Finding your breath here. Keeping that deep belly breath going. We're about halfway through the pose. And then we're taking about 5 more deep breaths here. And on your next exhale, we're making our way to center. You can either roll to one side, press yourself up. You can rock and roll up and down the spine to come into a seat. We're going to extend the legs out and folding ourselves forward over our legs. Now you can grab a pillow, place it underneath the belly, or just letting yourself hang. You don't have to go down as far as you feel like you can, because gravity will always push you deeper. So no need to already start at your max, because it will then become uncomfortable quite quickly. So always start a little bit less far than you know you can do. We're about halfway through the pose. And then taking about 5 more deep breaths here. And then on your next exhale, you can make your way back to center. We're going to come into a seat, and you want to bring the right foot somewhere towards the left thigh, and the left leg can extend. Then the left hand we're going to place down in front of us, and the right hand can either reach overhead, or maybe you bring the hand towards the head, and then you can maybe rest the head on towards the hand, or maybe prop yourself up on towards a block with the elbow, resting it on the thigh if that's comfortable. It really doesn't matter where you are, as long as you start to feel a nice stretch in the right side body. Now this pose can be a bit more challenging than our previous poses, so we're going to stay here a little less long. But see if you can relax the body down in whatever expression of the pose you're in right now. we're about halfway through the pose, so if you want to adjust anything, feel free to do so now. And then about 5 more deep breaths here. And then slowly making your way to center. And we're gonna move into the same pose on the other side. So left leg will come in, right leg extends. And then take your time to set yourself up. I like to prop my head up on towards the right hand to start with, bringing the left hand behind the head. Just because I know I live in quite an open body, but then if I go too far too quickly, the last few minutes end up being not so comfortable. So to avoid that, I like to start up a little higher. And we are about halfway through the pose, so if there's anything to adjust, you can do so now. If you feel like you could go a bit deeper, maybe you find your way into a deeper version of your side body stretch. And about 5 more deep breaths into this pose. And on your exhale, you can make your way up to center. We're gonna come into a nice comfortable seat. So if you'd like to be seated up on something, you can grab a prop and get yourself nice and stable on towards a cushion, a block. And then we're gonna find a nice upright position in the spine. Maybe you wanna roll the shoulders away from the ears back. And now, Ground the sit bones down. See if you can find a nice straight back, lengthen the spine. Maybe the chin drops slightly so the crown of the head can become the highest point of the body. And then we're allowing our body to relax into our seat. See if you can make this seat feel effortless. Connecting to your breath, and notice how the breath flows in and out. And you don't have to worry about getting too deep into a meditative state. I'll be here to get you out when the time is there. So allow yourself to be fully here, fully in the present moment. Whenever you feel like the mind starts to wander, see if you can return back to the breath. And if you want to prolong this meditation, you can pause the video here, continue on your own. And if you're ready to start your day, you can start by finding some movement in the toes, the fingers, maybe rolling ankles, wrists. Open your eyes, bring the hands in front of the heart. Thank you for practicing with me this morning. I hope this class has left you feeling nice and relaxed, but also energized and ready to start the day. Bringing the hands towards the heart. Namaste.